The world is full of unsolved mysteries, ranging from ancient civilizations and extraterrestrial activities to the most bizarre phenomena. In the last century, we have witnessed the chronicles of the Zodiac Killer, the eerie occurrences at the Eastern Island.
This is the statue that Pablo tried to move in 1986 with his experiments.
And other puzzles that defy explanation and challenge our understanding of history and science. So, get ready for a journey through the unknown as we explore 20 unexplainable mysteries that will blow your mind. Number 20. Zodiac Killer. The Zodiac Killer is one of America's most infamous and elusive serial killers. He terrorized Northern California during the late 1960s and early 1970s. Known for his cryptic messages and a chilling game of cat and mouse with law enforcement, the Zodiac claimed to have killed 37 people, though only 5 confirmed victims are attributed to him. The first confirmed Zodiac killings occurred on December 20, 1968, when high school students Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday were shot near Vallejo, California. The killer struck again on July 4, 1969, targeting Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau, also near Vallejo. Mageau survived, providing a description of the attacker. The Zodiac's hallmark was his taunting letters sent to local newspapers, in which he included cryptograms and ciphers. One such cipher, sent in 3 parts, was cracked by a high school teacher and his wife, revealing a chilling message about his pleasure in killing. Despite multiple letters, a composite sketch, and numerous suspects, the Zodiac was never caught. The killer's cryptic messages and identity have fueled countless theories, books, and films, notably the 2007 film Zodiac. The primary suspect often associated with the Zodiac Killer case is Arthur Lee Allen. Allen was a convicted child molester and former elementary school teacher who became the focus of the investigation due to several suspicious factors. He was first interviewed by police in 1969 and again in 1971, as he matched the physical description given by surviving victims and had behavior that raised investigators' suspicions. Despite circumstantial evidence, such as his possession of a Zodiac brand watch and his close proximity to several of the crimes, no definitive evidence linking him to the Zodiac killings was ever found. Allen died in 1992, and subsequent DNA testing on evidence from the Zodiac letters did not match his DNA, leaving the case unresolved. Number 19. The Oak Island Money Pit. The Oak Island Money Pit is a legendary mystery that has fascinated treasure hunters and historians for over 2 centuries. Located off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada, Oak Island gained notoriety in 1795, when 3 young men discovered a peculiar circular depression on the island's surface. Convinced that they had stumbled upon buried treasure, they began digging, uncovering layers of oak logs at regular intervals, prompting the name Money Pit. As the excavation deepened, the diggers encountered various booby traps and flooding tunnels, indicating deliberate engineering. The intrigue deepened with subsequent expeditions revealing additional layers of puzzles, stone markers inscribed with cryptic symbols, coconut fibers, and fragments of gold chain, all pointing to a sophisticated construction and possibly a valuable cache buried deep below. Over the years, numerous attempts to solve the mystery and retrieve the supposed treasure have been made, involving sophisticated drilling operations and even attempts to drain the flooded shafts. However, each effort has been met with challenges, collapses, flooding, and conflicting interpretations of the discovered artifacts. Number 18. The Shroud of Turin. The Shroud of Turin is one of history's most enigmatic relics, revered as both a sacred artifact and a subject of intense scientific scrutiny. Believed by many to be the burial cloth of Jesus Christ, the linen cloth bears the faint, negative image of a man with wounds consistent with crucifixion. First documented in the 14th century in France, the shroud's origins are steeped in mystery. It depicts the front and back of a man, seemingly imprinted by a process still not fully understood. Radiocarbon dating placed its creation between the 13th and 14th century, sparking debates about its authenticity, but subsequent studies questioned the reliability of the tested sample. What makes the shroud compelling are its anomalies, the image's remarkable 3-dimensional qualities, only discernible in photographic negatives, and its bloodstains consistent with crucifixion. Scientists have struggled to replicate these features using medieval techniques. Beyond its scientific scrutiny, the shroud has inspired profound religious devotion. Pope John Paul II called it an icon written in blood, symbolizing Christ's suffering. Skeptics and believers alike continue to seek answers, delving into its history, examining the weave, and debating its significance. Number 17. Voynich Manuscript. Named after Wilfrid Voynich, The Voynich manuscript is a cryptic and beautifully illustrated book that has confounded scholars and codebreakers for centuries. Discovered in 1912, the manuscript is written in an unknown script and accompanied by intricate botanical, astronomical, and biological illustrations. Dating back to the early 15th century, the manuscript's 240 vellum pages are filled with an estimated 25,000 words, none of which have been successfully deciphered. The text is unique in its structure and linguistic patterns, leading some to speculate that it might be a constructed language or a sophisticated hoax. Numerous theories about the manuscript's origins abound, from being an encoded scientific treatise or an alchemical guide to an elaborate hoax designed to deceive. Its mysteries have drawn the attention of linguists, cryptographers, and enthusiasts worldwide, with many attempting to crack its code using computational analysis and pattern recognition. Despite extensive efforts, the Voynich manuscript remains an enigma, tantalizing scholars with its secrets. Number 16. The Lost Colony of Roanoke. The Lost Colony of Roanoke is one of America's oldest and most haunting mysteries, dating back to 1587, when English settlers established a colony on Roanoke Island, off the coast of present-day North Carolina. Led by John White, the group included men, women, and children seeking to establish a permanent English settlement in the New World. However, by 1590, when John White returned from England with much-needed supplies, he found the entire colony mysteriously deserted. The only clue left behind was the word Croatoan, carved into a fence post, and CRO, carved into a nearby tree. This cryptic message suggested the settlers may have relocated to Croatoan Island, but no definitive evidence has ever been found. The disappearance of the Roanoke colonists has sparked numerous theories over the centuries, ranging from assimilation into Native American tribes to violent conflict or starvation. The lack of conclusive evidence has fueled speculation, and the story of the lost colony has become deeply embedded in American folklore and popular culture. Despite extensive archaeological digs and historical research, the fate of the Roanoke colonists remains unresolved. Number 15. The Codex Gigas. The Codex Gigas, also known as the Devil's Bible, is a medieval manuscript that stands out not only for its enormous size, measuring 36 inches tall and weighing around 165 pounds, but also for its mysterious origins and eerie legends. Created in the early 13th century, the manuscript is renowned for its large, intricate illustrations, and is believed to have been produced by a single scribe over the course of several decades. What makes the Codex Gigas particularly intriguing is a striking full-page depiction of the devil, which earned it the moniker Devil's Bible. Legend has it that a monk condemned to be walled up alive vowed to create the manuscript in a single night in exchange for his life. To complete this monumental task, he supposedly invoked the aid of the devil, resulting in the inclusion of the ominous illustration. Beyond its legends, the Codex Gigas is a valuable historical and religious document, containing a Latin Vulgate Bible, various medical texts, and other miscellaneous works. Number 14. Pascagoula UFO Abduction. The Pascagoula UFO abduction is a chilling encounter that took place on October 11, 1973, when two co-workers, Charles Hickson and Calvin Parker, reported being abducted by extraterrestrial beings while fishing near Pascagoula, Mississippi. Their story captivated the nation and remains one of the most compelling UFO abduction cases in history. According to Hickson and Parker, they observed an oval-shaped UFO emitting a bluish light hovering above them. They claimed to have been levitated aboard the craft, where they encountered strange creatures with wrinkled skin, claw-like hands, and no discernible eyes. They were subjected to medical examinations before being released unharmed. The incident gained widespread attention after Hickson and Parker reported it to local authorities, who initially questioned the credibility of their account. However, subsequent polygraph tests administered by the Sheriff's Department indicated that both men believed they had experienced something extraordinary. The Pascagoula UFO abduction continues to intrigue researchers and UFO enthusiasts, with debates over its authenticity and implications for the existence of extraterrestrial life. Despite skepticism and scrutiny, Hickson and Parker maintained their story until their deaths, leaving the incident shrouded in mystery and speculation. Number 13. Roman Dodecahedron. The Roman dodecahedron is a mysterious and fascinating artifact that has puzzled archaeologists since its discovery. These small, hollow objects date back to the Roman Empire and are primarily found in Europe, with over 100 examples unearthed so far. Each dodecahedron is typically made of bronze or stone and features 12 pentagonal faces, each with a circular hole in the center. along with knobs at the vertices. Their exact purpose remains a mystery. There have been numerous suggestions by archaeologists and the public as to what these dodecahedra could have been. Some theorize that they were religious objects, knitting tools, measuring instruments, or stress toys. Due to the high level of skill involved, some have suggested that they were a way for a master craftsman to demonstrate their expert abilities. There is no uniformity in the size or shape of the dodecahedra found so far, nor in their metal composition or even in the level of craftsmanship. If they were important objects, we would expect to also discover contextual evidence in the archaeological record, such as depictions in paintings or mosaics. Several archaeologists all over the world have stated that they will return to the site where the dodecahedron was found to reopen a couple of trenches and fully excavate the pit. This will hopefully provide a better picture of exactly what the site was used for and why the mysterious dodecahedron was placed there. Number 12. Disappearance of Harold Holt. The disappearance of Harold Holt is one of Australia's most enduring mysteries, unfolding on December 17, 1967, when the country's Prime Minister vanished while swimming at Cheviot Beach near Melbourne. Known for his love of the ocean, Holt was a proficient swimmer, yet he was last seen entering the rough waters on a fateful Sunday afternoon. Despite extensive search efforts involving the Royal Australian Navy, Air Force, police, and volunteers, no trace of Holt was ever found. The circumstances surrounding his disappearance fueled rampant speculation and conspiracy theories, ranging from accidental drownings to covert operations and even foreign espionage. Holt's sudden and inexplicable disappearance shocked the nation and prompted significant changes in Australian political and coastal safety practices. The incident left an indelible mark on Australian history, leading to the naming of various landmarks and institutions in his honor, including the Harold Holt Memorial Swimming Centre. Decades later, the mystery of Harold Holt's disappearance remains unresolved, continuing to intrigue historians, conspiracy theorists, and the Australian public. Number 11. Rongorongo writing. Rongorongo script is an ancient and mysterious writing system found on Easter Island, known as Rapa Nui in Polynesian culture. Dating back to the 18th and 19th centuries, these enigmatic glyphs are carved onto wooden tablets and other artifacts, yet their meaning and purpose remain largely undeciphered. The script consists of around 120 characters, each representing a unique symbol or glyph, often arranged in sequences that suggest a written language. However, due to the lack of a bilingual text or key to decipher the symbols, linguists and archaeologists have struggled to unlock their meaning. The origin of Rongorongo and its purpose are subjects of intense debate. Some theories propose it was a form of mnemonic aid for oral histories or religious teachings, while others speculate it could represent a lost writing system imported to the island or developed independently by its inhabitants. Despite numerous attempts to decipher Rongorongo using comparative analysis and statistical methods, progress has been slow and inconclusive. The script's complexity and the absence of a Rosetta Stone equivalent continue to frustrate researchers, making Rongorongo one of the most enduring linguistic mysteries of the Pacific Islands. Number 10. The mysterious WOW signal from space. The WOW signal is one of the most intriguing and enigmatic events in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI. On August 15, 1977, astronomer Jerry R. Amon detected a strong narrowband radio signal while working on the Big Ear radio telescope at Ohio State University's Perkins Observatory. The signal lasted for 72 seconds and was so unexpected and significant that Amon circled it on the computer printout, writing WOW next to it, thus giving it its iconic name. What makes the WOW signal compelling is its potential origin. It came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, specifically from a region of space where no known celestial objects emit such powerful radio signals naturally. The frequency of the signal, 1,420 MHz, coincides with the hydrogen line, a wavelength considered significant for potential interstellar communication. Despite numerous attempts to detect a repeat of the signal, none have been successful, adding to its mystery. Various hypotheses have been proposed, from a transmission from an extraterrestrial civilization to a natural cosmic phenomenon, or even a terrestrial interference. Number 9. Antikythera mechanism. The Antikythera mechanism is a marvel of ancient technology, discovered in 1901 from a shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera. Dating back to around 100 BC, this intricate device astounded archaeologists with its complexity and sophistication, far ahead of its time. Initially mistaken for a lump of corroded bronze, the Antikythera mechanism turned out to be an ancient Greek analog computer designed to predict astronomical positions and eclipses. It consists of at least 30 intricate bronze gears and plates, housed within a wooden box about the size of a shoebox. This ancient analog computer is believed to have been used by ancient astronomers to study the movements of celestial bodies, and perhaps for astrological purposes. What makes the Antikythera mechanism particularly fascinating is its level of craftsmanship and the precision of its gears, which rival those of 18th century clocks. This ancient computer could track planetary positions. Something like this complex was not supposed to exist 2,100 years ago. Its discovery challenged previous notions of ancient Greek technological capabilities, and has prompted ongoing research and study to unravel its exact purpose and construction methods. Number 8. Beale ciphers. The Beale ciphers are one of America's most tantalizing unsolved mysteries, consisting of 3 encrypted texts that allegedly reveal the location of a hidden treasure worth millions in gold, silver, and jewels. The story begins in the early 19th century, when a man named Thomas J. Beale and his party supposedly discovered a vast treasure in the Rocky Mountains. To safeguard the treasure, Beale buried it in Bedford County, Virginia, and left 3 ciphers detailing its location, the contents, and the heirs to the fortune. In 1822, Beale entrusted a locked box containing the ciphers to a trusted friend, Robert Morris, with instructions to open it if Beale did not return within 10 years. Beale never returned, and the box was eventually opened. Morris spent years attempting to decode the ciphers without success. After his death, the box passed into the hands of a friend, who published a pamphlet in 1885 detailing the mystery. Of the 3 ciphers, only the second has been partially deciphered using the Declaration of Independence as a key, revealing a description of the treasure. The other 2 ciphers remain unsolved, spawning countless theories and extensive searches. The Beale ciphers continue to intrigue treasure hunters, cryptographers, and adventure seekers, embodying the allure of hidden treasure and the enduring challenge of cracking an elusive code. Number 7. Crystal skulls. The crystal skulls are a set of mysterious artifacts carved from clear or milky white quartz in the likeness of human skulls. These artifacts have captured the imagination of archaeologists, mystics, and conspiracy theorists due to their alleged mystical properties and controversial origins. Discovered in various parts of the world, including Mexico, Central America, and South America, the crystal skulls are often associated with ancient Mesoamerican civilizations, such as the Aztecs and the Maya. Some believe they were used in sacred rituals or as tools for divination, while others speculate they hold supernatural powers or even extraterrestrial origins. One of the most famous crystal skulls is the Mitchell-Hedges skull, discovered in Belize in 1924 by British adventurer F.A. Mitchell-Hedges. It is renowned for its intricate craftsmanship and purported ability to produce strange phenomena. However, skeptics argue that many crystal skulls are likely modern creations, fabricated to satisfy demand from collectors and enthusiasts. Despite scientific analysis indicating that the crystal skulls were likely carved relatively recently, their allure persists, fueled by their association with ancient wisdom and the unexplained. They continue to be objects of fascination and controversy, embodying the intersection of archaeology, spirituality, and the unknown in popular culture and beyond. Number 6. Devil's Kettle Waterfall. The Devil's Kettle Waterfall, located in Judge C.R. Magny State Park in Minnesota, is a natural wonder and an enigmatic waterfall that splits into 2 streams as it cascades down. One stream continues its journey down the Brule River, while the other mysteriously disappears into a deep hole known as the Devil's Kettle, seemingly vanishing without a trace. For years, the fate of the water entering the Devil's Kettle remained a mystery. People tossed objects such as ping-pong balls and dye into the hole, expecting them to reappear downstream. However, nothing ever resurfaced, fueling speculation and intrigue. Theories ranged from hidden underground rivers to bottomless pits. In recent years, hydrologists have used more scientific methods to investigate the phenomenon. By measuring the water flow above and below the falls, they determined that the volume of water entering the Devil's Kettle matches the volume exiting downstream. This indicates that the water likely rejoins the river through underwater channels or porous rock formations. Despite this explanation, the Devil's Kettle continues to captivate the imagination. Alright guys, it's time for our subscribers' pick. When this eerie photograph first surfaced on the internet, it sparked intense debate, with many questioning its authenticity. Resembling a snapshot captured by an old camera, the sepia tones and vintage clothing suggest it could have been taken in the early 20th century, perhaps the 1920s or 1930s. The image depicts a group of children standing alongside extraterrestrial figures, creating a haunting and enigmatic scene. Some viewers argued that the photograph was genuine, pointing to the detailed, period-accurate attire and the seemingly natural poses of the subjects. Others, however, claimed it was a modern creation, likely AI-generated, designed to blend historical elements with science fiction. Despite the controversy, the photograph reignited discussions about the possibility of alien life and the concept of extraterrestrial visitations throughout history. Could this image be a piece of forgotten evidence, or is it merely a product of contemporary digital artistry? Let's have your opinions in your comments section. Number 5. The mysterious disappearance of Flight MH370. The disappearance of Malaysia Airlines, Flight MH370, is one of the most perplexing aviation mysteries of the 21st century. On March 8, 2014, the Boeing 777-200ER departed from Kuala Lumpur en route to Beijing, with 239 passengers and crew on board. Approximately an hour into the flight, MH370 vanished from radar screens, sparking a multinational search effort that would become the largest in aviation history. Initial investigations revealed that the aircraft's communication systems were deliberately disabled, and it deviated sharply from its planned route. Satellite data later indicated that the plane flew for several hours after losing contact, heading south over the Indian Ocean. Despite extensive search efforts covering vast swathes of ocean, including advanced underwater technology, only a few pieces of debris have been confirmed as parts of MH370. The main wreckage and flight data recorders remain elusive, leaving many questions unanswered. Theories about the disappearance range from hijacking and pilot suicide to mechanical failure and alien intervention, reflecting the immense public interest and speculation surrounding the case. However, the lack of conclusive evidence has only deepened the mystery, fostering numerous documentaries, books, and investigations. Number 4. Devil's Tower. Devil's Tower, located in northeastern Wyoming, is a striking geological formation and the United States' first national monument, designated by President Theodore Roosevelt in 1906. Rising 867 feet above the surrounding landscape, this monolithic igneous formation is characterized by its unique columnar basalt structure, which appears to be a gigantic stone tower. Formed about 50 million years ago, Devil's Tower is the result of volcanic activity. Molten rock, or magma, forced its way up through sedimentary rocks, cooling and solidifying underground. Over millions of years, erosion stripped away the surrounding softer rock, revealing the harder basalt columns we see today. The columns, some reaching up to 600 feet, have a polygonal shape and create a visually stunning natural phenomenon. Native American legends add a rich cultural dimension to Devil's Tower. The Lakota Sioux, Kiowa, and other tribes tell stories of its creation, involving giant bears clawing the rock as they tried to reach 7 sisters who were transformed into the Pleiades constellation. Today, it is a popular destination for rock climbers, hikers, and tourists, drawn by its unique geology and cultural heritage. Number 3. The Easter Island Statues. The Easter Island statues, or moai, are among the most enigmatic and iconic monuments in the world. Located on Rapa Nui, these colossal stone figures were crafted by the island's Polynesian inhabitants between 1250 and 1500 AD. Over 900 moai dot the island, with the largest standing at over 70 feet tall and weighing around 82 tons. Carved from volcanic tuff, a soft rock found in the Rano Raraku quarry, the moai were transported across the island to their ceremonial platforms. The methods used for moving these massive statues remain a subject of fascination and debate. Some theories suggest they were walked upright using a sophisticated system of ropes and human labor, while others propose the use of wooden sledges and rollers. The moai are believed to represent the deified ancestors of the Rapa Nui people, embodying their spiritual and political power. The statues are characterized by their large heads, elongated ears, and deep-set eyes, often with stone crowns, known as pukau, placed on top. The decline of the Rapa Nui civilization, attributed to overpopulation, deforestation, and possibly internal conflict, led to the toppling of many moai by the late 19th century. Efforts to restore and preserve these statues continue today, with several re-erected on their ahu. Number 2. Mary Celeste. Originally launched as the Amazon in 1861, the ship underwent several changes in ownership before being renamed Mary Celeste. On November 7, 1872, the Mary Celeste set sail from New York bound for Genoa, Italy, under the command of Captain Benjamin Briggs. On board were Briggs, his wife Sarah, their young daughter Sophia, and a crew of 7 experienced sailors. The ship was laden with a cargo of industrial alcohol. About a month later, on December 4th, 1872, the Mary Celeste was discovered drifting aimlessly in the Atlantic Ocean by the crew of the British brig Dei Gratia. They were shocked to find the ship completely abandoned, with no sign of the crew or passengers. The ship's lifeboat was missing, but everything else appeared undisturbed, including provisions and personal belongings. The mystery deepened as subsequent investigations failed to uncover a definitive explanation for the crew's disappearance. Theories ranged from piracy and mutiny to natural disasters, such as a waterspout or a sudden squall, causing panic among the crew. However, none of these theories could fully account for why the crew would abandon a perfectly seaworthy vessel. Despite extensive speculation and investigation, the fate of the Mary Celeste's crew remains unresolved. Number 1. The Shugborough Inscription. The Shugborough inscription is an enigmatic sequence of letters carved on the Shepherd's Monument in the gardens of Shugborough Hall in Staffordshire, England. The inscription reads DOUSVAVVM and has baffled historians, cryptographers, and enthusiasts since it was first inscribed in the mid-18th century. Commissioned by Thomas Anson, the monument is a relief based on Nicolas Poussin's painting The Shepherds of Arcadia, which itself is shrouded in mystery. The letter's meaning has never been definitively deciphered, leading to numerous theories. Some believe it holds the key to the location of the Holy Grail, linking it to the lore of the Knights Templar. Others speculate it may be a coded love message, a Masonic cipher, or an acronym holding a hidden personal or philosophical meaning. Despite intense scrutiny and various proposed solutions, including attempts by notable codebreakers and historians, the inscription remains an unsolved puzzle. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching.